challenge!
Yes, let's go!
Okay, so we have some familiar faces and not so familiar faces. So let's just go down the line. Okay, my name is Lily. I am the youth director here at Unlocked. Super excited to be here. Who are you? Person almost as tall as me, and I'm Unlocked.
Yes.
I'm John or Johnny.
Do you want John or Johnny?
I don't have.
What do your friends call you? What do your friends call you?
Johnny!
Jonathan! If you
Johnny!
didn't know, there is a studio audience. They're hanging out with us tonight. You'll meet more of them as the night goes on. But wait, what?
Jonathan!
Johnny!
I call him Jonathan.
Yes,
Best
sir.
friend that's currently here right now. Oh, good answer. Okay, I'm going with
Good
Johnny.
answer.
Call him Johnny. Okay,
Okay.
who do we got next?
I'm Kaylee.
Kaylee, wait, I need to come back. Johnny, when are you starting school?
Next week.
Next week. Johnny starts school next week. I'm not in school. Kaylee's not in school. Who do we have next?
Kara,
Karen, when are you starting school?
next week.
Okay.
Well,
They're like next week. Okay, and last but not least, who are you?
I'm Michaela,
And
Joey's wife.
She's Joey's wife. You probably know who Joey is, and I just was like, Joey, I see you all the time. Can I get a little bit of Michaela? So we
Yeah.
switched them out this week. Super excited about that. They'll be hanging with us throughout the next. Like, they'll just be switching off or maybe here together. Just wait for the surprise. It's going to be fun. Okay, so we're talking about back to school. What are you guys excited for? Excited. Notice.
New school.
New school this
Oh,
year?
yeah.
I'm so excited. High school?
Middle.
Middle school, but
Middle
new
school.
school.
Yeah.
8th grade.
No.
What grade? You're going into 6th? You're going into
What?
6th? Okay. Mind blown. You're just like already
Yeah.
look like you're 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, like look at this.
That's a good thing.
Height
That's a good
difference.
thing.
Okay, Kara, what are you excited for?
Seeing my friends.
Do you think the
Friends.
microphones can hear you?
Oh, sorry, seeing my friends.
There, wow,
Yeah.
yeah, she can talk. See my friends. Okay, one thing you're not looking forward to.
Math.
She didn't even
Me
make it.
too.
Me too. Okay, I would probably agree with that if I was going to
Yeah.
school. It'd be math. Okay, how about you,
Same.
Johnny?
Figuring my way around the school.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've already heard some
That's
of the
hard with
students
the new-
talking about
new
that.
school.
It's figuring it. Okay, if you get lost, just be like, I'm lost, I need help, and don't feel bad walking into class late. Just own it. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
for sure.
All right, so we are going to play a little game called This or That. Studio audience, play along. It's this or that. What would you choose? Back to school edition. Okay. And mind you, I am a girl, so I tend to pick things that are cute and fun.
Yeah.
I really tried. So we're just gonna see what Johnny thinks about our this or that options. But like later tonight, we're gonna be like talking about only Marvel and like dude things. So like, leveling the playing field. Okay, so this or that. Here's the first one. If you're choosing any backpack this year, are you going with? This is gonna tell us a lot about. And studio audience, you can play along too. Are you someone who is like not really a name brand person? You're more of a minimalist, as one of our other kids says often. She's a minimalist. She's not really a name brand kid. Or are you a name brand person? You want what's hot right now. You want to follow Raven, and you just want to be with it. Okay, Johnny, what are you choosing?
I really don't follow trends or anything.
So you go non-name brand because you
Yeah.
just don't care. Okay,
Yeah.
Kara, what are you saying?
Her,
The second
her eyes
one.
like
She
lit
knew.
up.
She
was
knew.
like,
What color would you want, Kara? What color?
Like, I like the purple one.
Okay, I've seen like the mustard yellow. Love that one.
Mm,
Okay, next
cute.
one.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
one. Next
Okay.
one. Next one. Okay, have you guys seen these?
Yes.
What are they called?
I
I should have looked it up, guys.
plugging pets. I want to say plug-in pets.
Okay,
No, that's not
there's
right.
literally no use. But would you choose one of these cute animals or this super duper cute puppy?
Yes.
Which one would you guys choose?
The puppy's kind
The
of cute.
puppy.
I like the puppy too. What do you guys choosing?
I said Finding Nemo. from
Finding
the
Nemo.
beginning.
Yeah. I'd probably choose the panda.
Let's see it one more time. And there's no
Like
use for
panda.
these things, guys. Let's see the other one more time. There's no use for them, just other than they're cute. Johnny, you have said nothing.
Actually, there is a use.
What's the use?
What's the use?
Every time you plug in your phone, you smile.
Oh, I love that.
Which one
It's
did
like
you choose?
plugging your pet.
What's
Exactly.
that? The dragon looking. Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
that's
Yep,
adorable.
yep.
Okay, what is next on this or that? This is the very last one, so choose wisely. Okay, you know it. We have lived it the past year and a half. Hand sanitizer. Are you a gel hand sanitizer person or are you a spray hand sanitizer
Spray.
person? This also goes with the name brands, okay, because Orly is also very in right now. Johnny, what are you saying, gel or spray?
I've never used spray.
Yeah,
What?
me neither, Johnny.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I know, I feel like
Never just
I'm getting
spray.
It's way better.
What are your gel
Spray
is
is
way
way
better.
better.
Okay, Kaylee, what are you saying?
I've never used spray, so gel.
Gel. Kara, what are you saying?
Spray because like if you need to disinfect something else,
You can use a spray.
Yeah.
Love it. Michaela, what are you saying?
Gel all the way.
I like the gel because you can clip it to your backpack and you don't have to
You
go
just
searching
squirt
for the
it,
spray.
you
I love
rub
it.
I
and
feel
you're
like I
good.
can just like get it better.
Yeah.
You know, like spray and then I gotta flip hands.
Yes.
Yeah, like
what?
No,
Done.
like you
Okay.
spray it on one hand and then you rub them.
So what,
Oh.
outside of what we included, Johnny, what is your like number one essential back to school item you can't forget to bring it with you?
The school map.
The school map.
Oh,
He's
so
really concerned
important.
about
Getting
getting
lost.
lost.
He is not getting lost. He's
Yeah.
got math.
We'll
He's
be
got
ready.
We'll pray for you on the first day that you don't get lost. Kara, what is your essential number one school item? Can't forget it.
Like, what do you have to have all the time with you?
My binder, because it has all my homework in
Okay.
it. And
Her
everything.
binder. All right.
There you
So
go.
make sure you're gearing up for back to school. We're super excited. Thanks for hanging with us, guys. We have a back to school video for you all that is a good reminder of to keep everyone included, right, guys?
Yeah.
Because there's people that are going to be on the outs. Even if you're homeschooled, someone's always going to feel left out. It's just inevitable.
Yeah. Or
So
if you're new to the school.
if you're new,
Yeah.
exactly. So a good reminder to include everyone, even if they look a little bit different than you, and even like really different. Okay, so check out this video, and then we'll be right back.
Here at Creekside High, we're accepting of all people. Believe me, we've had some unique students walk these halls, but none like Mikey. This new student, well, he's a little different. But in keeping up with the Spartan spirit, we've accepted him with open arms. So, from what I understand, archaeologists discovered Mikey frozen in an iceberg. Scientists are now developing theories that point to Mikey being some sort of a missing link in the evolutionary chart. Apparently, he was frozen somewhere in between the primitive monkey and the fully developed human stage. I guess you could call him a man-key? We've tried to get him involved in some of our school programs. We've tried some athletic team sports, some extracurricular activities like band, even some of our academic clubs. You know, stuff that would get him acclimated to being a student. We even thought making him our school mascot would be perfect for someone like Mikey. And it worked out great for a little while, until we played the Valley High Gorillas. Turns out their mascot was a female. It's hard because you want to see Mikey fit in, but he's just so different than the other students. Well, from all humans, actually. Despite all of Mikey's differences, and even though it's been difficult at times, we've actually started getting used to having him around. I see him making new friends and creating memories that will last a lifetime, or forever be frozen in time. I have a hard time believing that Mikey could somehow be one of our ancestors. I mean, trust me, I have some distant relatives where I think there is no way I'm related to them. But to think I could somehow be related to Mikey is crazy. There's a fondness we've developed for Mikey. So as you can imagine, we were all pretty upset to learn that Mikey would be leaving us. Yep, turns out Mikey was not some missing link on the evolutionary chart. He was the missing circus ape, Bobo. Apparently, we've been harboring an escaped circus performer as a student. So we returned him back to his rightful owner. We'll never forget the memories we made with Mikey. Or Bobo.
What an awesome video. Seriously, include everyone. We shouldn't have to tell you, even if they are gorillas. Okay, who's ready to play a game?
Me!
All right. I have my dear friend Abijah in the house tonight.
How's it going?
How's it going, Abijah?
What's going on?
Abijah knows how to build all the things. And I haven't talked to you about this yet, Abijah, but I want to start a segment at the challenge. I want to start a
I like
segment
this.
called Build It.
Let's build it.
Yeah, let's build it. We'll make videos and
Dream
we'll
it
teach
and build it.
Dream it, build it. We'll teach the
Yes.
kids how to build things. We'll make them better and more prepared for life, because when I became an adult and I had to live on my own, it was just like crying a lot because I didn't know what to do. And I feel like, Abijah, you were more prepared than I was. So we just need to help him. Are you ready to help him?
Let's do it.
So, okay, we'll
Let's
start the
do that.
segment soon, but for now, we need to invite all of our friends, but slowly make your way on in. We'll come to
To
the
the
wide
stage.
shot. We'll get them all in. So here's what I totally forgot to number them off. So this is gonna be fun. You don't need that right now. Nope.
We're
So they're
gonna split
making
you
their way
into
in.
a
These are
group-
all of
two
our
teams.
students. They're not all of them, but a lot lot of them. How are you guys doing? Good. Okay, so we're gonna play a game. So here's what's gonna happen. Summer and Ryan stay here. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Come this way. Come this way.
Okay, Ryan, you're going on the other team. Okay, good. That's good. Can I just have a deck of cards?
Yep.
All right, so Abijah, what are we doing?
We're
Pay
doing
attention.
2 things. 52 card pickup and you must sort them into their suit. Clubs all have to be together. Spades have to be together. Hearts have to be together, and diamonds.
All right, work together as a team. The first team to finishes wins.
And you can't take the other team's cards.
You can't take the other team's cards. Any questions? So here's what I would like to do. When I say 3, 2, 1, go, I would like our sound engineer, Joshua, to turn up the music, mute these mics, because in here we're gonna get loud as well. Josh, you got that? All right, are we ready? Should we have Michaela and Kaylee come help create energy? Why not? Come join us. Yes. All right. Abijah, are we ready? Are we
Should we do a countdown?
strategizing?
Count us off, Kaylee.
Count us off. Are you just dropping from 2 hands?
Lily.
No, I'm shooting over there. You're gonna go flying in.
this.
All right.
Or we can get
I'll
them.
collect diamonds.
You guys, where's diamonds? 3,
Diamonds.
2, 1, go! How did we do it? What was our strategy? Did we work together?
A lot of screaming.
Intimidation! Communication
Well done,
through yelling.
well done.
Okay, pick up a pile so we can show the camera. I realized that you couldn't see a thing except for a lot of just bottoms in the air. Bottoms.
Oh yeah.
all the way up. Okay, so here's what we got. We got clubs.
Those are mine.
Okay, we got hearts.
Should I make sure that
We
they're
got diamonds. Check. Kaylee's gonna specify that they were right. And we got.
I found an air!
Going
Oh,
to.
I found an air!
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay. All right. We will
Good.
continue. We will continue
Yeah.
here. We will continue here on our own, but we are going to transition to a time of worship. I know they're just so wild and crazy and fun, but we like to have fun. We also like to worship God here at the challenge. So we are going to worship here in the studio together, and you are going to worship with us from home. We're singing Raise a Hallelujah tonight. Even when a storm comes, we say thank you to Jesus. So check this out and worship with us.
Here we go, I raise a hallelujah, come on. I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. I raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief. I raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody. I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me. I'm gonna sing, and I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. gonna sing a little louder. We're gonna sing a little louder in the presence of my enemies. Sing a little louder, louder than the unbelief. Sing a little louder. My weapon is a melody. Sing a little louder, and heaven comes to fight for me. Sing a little louder, and in the presence of my enemies. We're gonna sing a little louder, louder than the unbelief. My weapon is a melody. Sing a little louder, 'cause heaven comes to fight for me. Sing a little louder. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive. Oh, I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive. Praise the hallelujah, praise the hallelujah, and I'll raise the hallelujah. Come on, church, raise the hallelujah, and I'll raise the hallelujah. Wherever you are, raise the hallelujah. Come on, and I'll raise the hallelujah, raise the hallelujah. Cause I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive. He is alive.
All right, that was awesome. We were worshiping in here. Sarah! Woo! Yeah! All right, if you have been watching online at the challenge for a while, you probably haven't seen this face, but she is one of the people who makes this happen, right, guys? Every week she's here, right?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, what else do you two know about Sarah? She's here every week.
She goes to our church.
She goes to our church. Okay, if you don't know anything else, you guys need to get to know these people. Who's she married to?
Josh.
I
forgot her name.
Okay, Sarah, if we can come tight on me, Sarah's one of my close friends. I had the privilege of being in her wedding. So creepy. Stand by her side. If you guys, young people, don't know why you have like people in a wedding, it's a. Sarah, do you want to explain it? Do you want me to explain it? It's like it's like a proclamation to everyone there that's like, these are the people who are going to hold us as a married couple accountable to following Jesus, to living a great life, to having a great marriage, to staying married, because that's the goal, because anything else is not an option. Okay? So I had the amazing privilege of standing by Sarah in a beautiful blue dress. Right, Sarah?
Yeah.
She made me wear bright, bright blue. Bright,
Like
bright,
an
bright.
aqua.
It was beautiful. I liked it. Okay, Sarah, what do you love about hanging with these young people every Wednesday?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I like
let's
hanging
just
out
get
with
to it.
them because they keep me on my toes.
Ooh,
They really do.
Not a question she will
Lily!
answer. Yes, yes. Someone in the studio audience asked who's your favorite. Okay. They do. They keep us on their
They do.
toes. Like, I'm always like, what are they going to say? You have to earn their trust. Like, he's like, what he's just like enjoying.
He's a little.
He's ready to go.
Did you guys know Epic is an amazing dancer?
Yes, literally.
Epic, should we have Epic shows us some
I don't
dancers?
think that's it. Yes.
Come on.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna play some music in the studio. Josh is gonna mute these mics and turn up the bump for the people to enjoy his dance moves, and he's gonna dance for us. So, all right, are we ready? Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. To do that. Like, if you're asking me to do that, I'm gonna be like, hard.
Lily, do it!
Maybe
Do
Sunday.
it.
Okay,
Do it.
so we have Epic and Ava up here. We're not gonna take time to do a whole name, whatever. Epic and Ava.
And I hate
Okay,
Ava.
last week we gave a challenge to watch what, Sarah?
The Amazing Spider-Man
No!
trailer.
The Amazing Spider-Man new trailer. No way.
Spider-Man, no way, no, not amazing. That's
Oh.
what
Amazing
Okay.
Spider-Man.
a couple years ago.
Okay, he's a big super fan. Ava, what do you know
Sorry.
about Spider-Man?
He's a dude.
He's a
Do you know who plays him?
Yeah, who plays him?
Tom Holland.
Hey.
Summer loves him, I know
We
that.
have students here that love Tom Holland, so here's what's gonna happen. This is what we are calling, Sarah, what are we calling this segment?
ADD quiz.
The ADD quiz right here. Okay, can you see it? So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna play a clip from the new Spider-Man trailer. There will be no sound for those of you watching at home. There will be no sound for us here. So you have to pay close attention to what you're seeing. There will be no questions about what you're hearing, okay? Epic study. You're amazing.
I
Ava-
his notes.
Ava is studying
study a
his
lot.
notes, but Ava is very good at paying close attention to things, so she's gonna try to win over Epic, and one of you will take
I'm not winning over
a
Epic.
prize tonight. Okay, so
Yeah,
here's
Bestie, you got
all right. So
this.
here's what's gonna happen. We are gonna play the first clip here. Pay very close
Pay
attention.
close
Let's watch
attention,
it
they're fast.
right now. Pay close attention. Okay, here we go. Pay attention here. So we got Peter Parker sitting at a table. Someone's interrogating him. Now he's talking to.
Look at the light.
MJ.
Is that his girlfriend?
MJ.
Okay, so that's it right there. Okay, so back to us. Here's the question.
What color was his folder?
Okay, don't show it yet.
What
Don't
folder?
show it.
He's like a
What-
bajillion folder. things I
What
know.
folder? What? what's
In the
color
beginning.
of the
What?
folder?
Oh, I got it.
No help from the
I know.
studio audience. You can whisper.
Easy.
Okay, Epic, you may go first.
Blue.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say
If he was wrong, Ava, what would you say? If he happened to be wrong.
If I was wrong and I'm not. White.
Okay,
But
Ava says
I
white.
know it was blue.
She says she knows it was blue. Let's see if he's right. Let's see if he's right. Was the folder blue?
Yay!
Yes! Epic, you were right. All right, Epic is winning so far. Ava, you get to answer the next one first. So, this next one has 2 in 1 clip.
Okay,
So pay even closer attention. Check this out right here. All right, so we've got
Okay.
Doctor Strange talking to him.
Who is he in the lunch line?
Lunch cafeteria
Okay.
room. Okay, we got a bunch of
Street.
people on a street. And we got them hanging out. Why
that
is
like
it so cold
snow?
in Doctor Strange?
Because he's a wizard, he can do pretty
Oh,
much
he's a
anything.
Okay.
wizard. Oh, that's
All right.
cool. Wizard. All right, Ava. Question number 1.
What was on the street sign in the beginning?
What? I'm just
Ava gets to answer first.
thinking back to the beginning. Was there was no street sign.
There was a street sign. You have to make a guess. What street are they on?
New York City Street.
New York City.
All
Street.
right.
Okay.
Actually, they live in
Okay.
New York, Queens.
What is your answer?
I'm just gonna say stop.
No, this.
No, it's
what
like a
street
number.
Are they on?
Street,
What street are they on?
It's a number.
It's a number.
Street. Oh, it's 3031. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, you're saying 30, 31?
No, I don't know. What is the question?
Choose a number!
5, 4, 3.
3.
So, 3rd Street? Okay, Epic is saying 3rd Street. Ava, you can change your answer because he
19.
revealed that it was a number.
Okay.
He's saying 3rd, you're saying...
64th Street.
Alright, let's play back. Or no, let's see the
Yeah,
picture.
where-
Sorry, I'm just so nervous for them.
33rd.
I just needed 1 more 3.
Alright,
So close.
so no one gets that, no one gets that. Okay, here's the second question. Actually, let's play it back one more time because I feel
Yeah.
like it's unfair.
I just love
Okay, we're playing it back. Pay attention.
All right, pay
one more
attention.
time. You'll see the 33rd. He's going through the lobby or whatever that is. 33rd
there's
Street. There
33rd.
it is.
I see it.
Okay, pay attention from here. And that was it. Okay, last question.
Was how many lamps were in Doctor Strange's area?
How many lamps were in Doctor Strange's house?
Okay.
Okay, Ava, What's your answer?
No, she got to go.
Okay, you're right. Sorry. What? You guys are just making me so nervous for some reason. Okay, Evan, go.
Okay.
Go.
I counted it. It was 8, but I didn't write that down, so I don't know.
How many lamps?
8.
8 lamps. Okay, Ava, what are you saying?
I didn't even see any lamps. I thought his house was just lit by fire.
So but take a guess.
Was just
Take a
like
guess.
6.
Yes.
All right, and the answer is 3
3.
lamps. All right, and that concludes our ADD quiz. Evan is the first winner of our ADD quiz. You win. Okay, we'll let you know what you won in a little bit. But for now, you guys, Party on the 15th is coming up.
Who's ready?
15th! Party on the 15th is our youth kickoff. If we can put up the slide, Party on the 15th, it should be in the bin up below.
Right.
Party on the 15th is happening. We are super excited about it, and this is where we are kicking off our young people for the fall. Okay, you guys have a challenge to invite as many friends as you can, and if you have the most friends with you, you will win $100. Have any of you invited any friends yet?
I don't even have any friends outside the
Oh, girl, you better
you
get out
gotta
and
meet
meet
some. You got
Get
2
out-
weeks.
Get out and meet some. Okay, Sarah,
have
what's
to
the
meet
video?
these friends
What's the
first.
video we're gonna watch to transition?
All right, it is how to not invite your friends to the party on the 15th.
Oh.
How not to invite them. Check this out.
Hola! Hola, amigo! Hola, mi amigo! Hola, amigo! Hola, mi amigo! Por favor, uno momento. Ah. Hola, vecino. ¿Te gustaría venir conmigo a la iglesia el domingo? Mi iglesia es muy dorito.
Dorito?
Divertido y se puede transformar tu vida de pecado. Oh, pecado. not pecado, but pecanos es muy delicioso. See?
See, I
See?
don't even know.
See?
I don't even know what you're saying.
You speak English.
Yes.
You're not a Spaniard.
Well, I'm a quarter Hispanic, but I don't speak the language.
Seriously?
Yeah, I never learned the language.
Seriously?
What were you saying?
Never mind.
Right, and that's how you don't invite someone.
No, you do not.
Don't do it that way.
Hey. All right, so I have Abijah, Michaela
Hey.
hanging. You've seen each of them so far tonight, but this is super exciting because we are starting another brand new segment called Cool, Not Cool. And tonight we are doing Back to School Edition. Okay, so Cool, Not Cool. Here we are going to do Cool, Not Cool to have some items that we
Yeah.
think the kids will think are cool, but also to get to know you guys,
Yeah,
right?
I put a lot of thought into it.
You put a lot.
I really did.
What have you thought about with
Just
this?
like what I would like in school, like what I used to like in
Yes.
school, and you know,
Yeah, I
I
love
think
it.
the kids will like it.
Okay. I would like to point out that my feet can't reach the ground
all right.
where we're sitting, and you
You're
two,
good.
you
Yep.
can, so that's
You
super
keep
fun.
falling off.
Okay, and I will invite my dear friend Summer to walk up behind us with her Cool Not Cool signs so that we can show you at home how the kids here are playing Cool Not Cool. Okay, so she has her cool sign and
'Cause I'm
her
cool.
not cool sign.
And because Lily's not cool.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So what the kids are going to do from the studio audience is hold up their cool, not cool sign when we talk about our back to school item. Okay?
Sweet.
Thank you, Summer. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so before he starts, Abijah has an item that he thinks you all will think is amazing. But before he starts, Abijah, I want to know, what is one thing you would tell your younger self, maybe your middle school or high school age self, if you could go back in time right now?
I'm gonna tell my younger
What would you
self.
start thinking? 'Cause that's your
That
question.
is a hard one. Don't be afraid to ask people questions.
Oh, I love that! I love it. Yes.
That's
Don't be
so
afraid
good.
to ask people questions. Okay, so Abijah is an amazing entrepreneur of creating things, and he just is a great guy who loves Jesus. Boys in the crowd, this is someone you can look up to. He's amazing. And so are other guys that we're going to introduce you to throughout this segment as the weeks go on. Cool, not cool. Okay, Abijah, what's your item?
I've got the Lego Iron Man.
Yeah!
All right,
Mecha armor.
so our students are holding up their signs already.
Check it
He didn't
out.
even have to explain what it was, but Abijah, why did you pick this?
I mean, totally, you need this in your locker at school.
Need
Like
it in your locker.
100%.
Do you need
100%.
it? Do you need it in the box in your locker or built in your locker?
Built.
So every time you open up your locker, you're like,
It's right there.
Iron
He's
Man is
just
with
greeting
me.
you. This.
Iron Man is with me through this hard day, right?
Yep.
I love it. Okay, cool or not cool?
Not
What are we
cool.
saying?
Cool.
Cool.
There we go.
No.
Cool.
Nerd.
Cool.
All right.
Nerd alert.
All right. I see more not cools than cools, but this is how we learn, right?
That's a cool
This
item.
is how your adult leaders learn what's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
cool and what's not cool.
There
Okay.
was only one more.
There's
not cool.
one more not
Like,
cool?
only one more.
one more.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you feel better about it.
And I didn't
All right.
get a sign.
All right, Michaela is here
I'm
with
next?
us. Joey's wife. Yes, you're
Okay,
next.
okay.
Do you want me to go next? I
No.
can go.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Sure.
You want to be last?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Lily. I get the pleasure of leading all of you amazing young people. I would tell my younger self to stop trying to prove that you are good enough because you are.
That's
Mic drop. Okay?
Mic drop.
I chose the cutest. I have a friend who loves things that are mini, and I thought of her in this. But I also love many things. This is the Marvel. We both happen to choose Marvel things. Marvel's really hot right now.
It
Even
is.
the girls think so because Tom Holland. I will not state my opinion about that. However, this is the Black Panther mini supply
man.
kit.
Yeah!
We
That
I
has
like it! What is in it?
mini scissors.
Cool.
Mini tape dispenser. Extra tape for when
Those
you run out.
marbles are so cute!
Mini stapler remover. Mini pencil sharpener. Mini stapler.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
2 mini staplers!
What? I love it!
And mini staples. So is it cool or not cool?
No! If it's marble, I like it!
This is
Except if
better.
it's Lego, then it's
Right.
not cool!
There are so many cool.
No, it's marble! If it is marble, I like
We
it!
get it. I have deserved.
Oh, man.
I paid $4.99 for this amazing mini kit. You can get it at Target. Okay, last
All
but
right.
not least,
Also at
Michaela is
Target.
here.
Okay.
Also at Target.
What was the question again? If I
Michaela, if
Yeah.
you could go back and tell your younger self anything, what would you tell her?
Honestly, I have 2 things.
Okay,
Two.
yes,
Yeah.
let's hear it.
So I would say believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
how you guys believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
For you
And
guys.
honestly, you guys are gonna hate this one, but respect your parents.
Oh,
I'm serious. You guys, it's important.
Yes.
'Cause there
I
would be
have a
that
story
day.
about that tonight here in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I didn't respect them very much.
Yeah.
Okay, Michaela, what
Okay.
did you buy?
Okay, so I got this really cool. I'm already amping it up. It's a notebook.
cool
It's a
when you
little
say
bit
that
more
stuff.
girly, but it says you are capable of amazing things. You can write all your stuff in it.
Your
like,
Spider-Man
it's-
notes? Your Spider-Man notes? You can write. Oh!
Your homework.
I love Spider-Man!
It's
Okay.
honestly like
Okay.
so nice. You gotta remember your homework.
And what else?
And I got these super stylish gel pens.
They're gel.
Fine ink, and neon.
They're neon!
Neon.
Neon's so hot right now!
So hot.
Popping off
I'm
the
saying
page.
cool. We should
I'm saying cool
That is pretty
tomorrow!
Okay, we got a lot of
vote for you!
You can
I
put
vote
those
for
pins.
the
Alright,
in
I
the
think she's
can.
getting mostly cool.
Okay.
All
No, wait! Let me say something!
Alright, we will show you all the items at the end of the night.
to the
Thank you for joining us for the
Yeah.
first ever Cool Not Cool segment.
Great.
We will do more of these to get to know our friends, our leaders here at the challenge, and also to
Know what's
learn
cool.
what's cool. Because some of us know, and so, I
Some
mean,
of us
we
know.
didn't know, but we didn't
Some
know.
of us know.
It was like luck of the draw, okay? So really these teenagers teaching us how to
Yeah.
live. Okay, so
Yeah.
what do we got next, Michaela?
What we got next is a really powerful video. I want you guys to tune in, ears on. This video is so cool. So oftentimes I think we think negatively about ourselves, but this tells what God has to say about us. So check it out.
Who do you say that I am? When I think of myself, I know exactly what you see. Every flaw, every blemish, the scars of my hurts and my mistakes, the things I've done to myself, the things that have been said and done to me, that's who I am. You see a mother, a daughter, a sister, an aunt. You see the scarce shadow of a woman's potential irreversibly wrapped in failure. But then I hear it. That still, small voice. Who told you that? Who told you that you are defined by your mistakes? Who told you that you are ugly and broken? Who told you that you are only measured by what you give others? Who told you that brokenness and frailty are what you carry? Haven't you heard? You are not what everyone says you are. You are who God says you are, and you are His. He says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. He says you are a perfect design, made for a purpose, made for a destiny, and you are never alone. He says He'll never leave you nor forsake you. He goes before you. He goes behind you. He says you are bold. He says you are brilliant. He says you are brave. He says greater is He that is in you. You are a masterpiece, hand-painted by the Master Himself. You are who God says you are.
All right. Yes, so good. So many truths about who God says you are. And if you, first of all, don't believe some of those things, you should. And second of all, if you believe things that are opposite of what she said, you should change that. We talked about that last week. So if you missed it, go back and watch. God says He loves you, that you are wonderfully and perfectly made because you're made in His image. We talked about it last week. Go back and watch it. But tonight, we are talking a little bit about that, but also about who you are on the inside, like if we could put a flashlight in you, like right on your heart, like who you are when no one's looking, who you are when it's just you and your brain, what you think about yourself, or maybe what you think about others. Ooh, some of them are getting like, oh, I don't like this is gonna be uncomfortable. Okay, it was uncomfortable for me too, writing this, so we're all in it together. Okay, any words come to mind when I say all of that? Tonight we're talking about school. School. Yes.
Sadly.
You will be able to put this into practice at school, but the word is integrity, okay? Integrity, big word, but what do you think it means? What do you think it is? Yell it out.
Honesty with yourself.
Honesty with yourself. Any other thoughts?
Right thing.
The right thing. I forgot. Okay, good, because we're here to talk about it. It's fine. Don't worry that you forgot. So we got honesty with yourself, and someone else said the right thing. I love that. Here's how I defined it. It's when your behavior matches your beliefs. It's what you say you believe or what you say you will do, and your actions follow. Who would have thought that could be a thing? I don't know, not me. Okay, so I had a lot of different worlds when I was in high school. Middle school, high school, a lot of different worlds. A lot of them are right here. Okay, you can see it. Who was I when I was alone? That's one world. Another world was work. Another world was school, home, church, team. I was on a cheerleading team. A whole different world there. Okay, maybe you're in a theater club or something that's not named here, but think about your worlds, okay? Think about what would your bins be. They're all separate, right? They're all separate. What would your bins be? Okay, start thinking. All of these worlds I was living in made me realize how easy it was to put a mask on and decide who I wanted to be at each one of them. Because I could decide, right? I could decide who I was going to be at home around my parents, not the most respectful, like Michaela said, young person. I want to share a story with you guys, if I can. Okay, so. Okay, I'm just going to loosen up for this. I talked to Scott about this in the office today. I was like, do you think I can tell this story? Okay, so I'm telling it to you and to you all. So I was in high school, and my parents were going out of town for the weekend. What could Lily do? Lily also has a twin brother named Sam, so double the trouble. I was like, Sam, let's have some friends over. Let's do it up. Let's hang out. We'll play cards and do some fun things. Like, just let's invite the neighborhood over. So he was, of course, like, yeah, let's do it. So we, behind our parents' back, invited some friends over to hang out. And they were a lot like you guys, crazy kids. We had a blast. It was fun. And everyone left, and it was fine. And the next time I was going to see my mom was at a cheerleading competition. She's a flight attendant, so she came back Monday for my cheer comp. Where's that? Right here, cheer. Okay, I'm pointing to it. Yeah, right here. Cheer comp. And we did really well, like so well. I was super excited. She saw us perform. She saw me land my tumbling pass. I stuck it. It was amazing. I was super excited. I was really ready for Mom to come in and be proud of me. I was like expecting like a big hug from my mom. And it wasn't that. She had the scariest look on her face, like in the world. And the first thing she says to me is, "We will talk after." And I was like, oh shoot, she knows. And I was like, how does she know? I cleaned everything. Like there was no trace. I like extra clean so that I could be a good daughter. Like, Mom, I even cleaned while you were home or while you were gone. And turns out, super random, guys, she found tissue boxes in the dryer. Don't know how they ended up there. One of my friends was screwing around, put tissue boxes in the dryer, thought it would be funny. I don't know, but to this day, I still don't know who it is. It doesn't matter, because that was the moment where I lost all of my mom's trust, because she asked me not to have friends over, and I did. And I thought I could get away with a small little lie, because who I was at home was a good daughter, but who I was at school and with my friends, I wanted to be cool, and I wanted to have friends over. And I learned the hard way that lying did not end up well, like at all. My phone was gone, my Facebook was gone, like everything I cared about was gone because I disobeyed my mom. And honestly, like, and it wasn't even bad. It wasn't even like I was like breaking the law, but I just hurt my mom. I hurt my mom and my dad. My brother and I both went against what they asked us to do. And she found the tissue boxes in the dryer. So first of all, don't let your friends put tissue boxes in dryers, because nothing will turn out well at the end of it. Second of all, just don't have friends over when you're not supposed to, because you will get found out like I did. Okay, so integrity. Was Lily in high school when this happened a woman of integrity? No, say it.
No.
It's okay. I know I wasn't. It's okay. This isn't like a disrespectful moment. I wasn't. At church, I was one person. At school, I was another. At work, I was a gymnastics coach. I was another. At home, I was another. I was like all these different people. And at first it didn't bother me, but it took that experience for me to realize I had zero integrity. Zero. I didn't care who I was in all of these spaces, because I just didn't know who I was. So why would I care how I was acting in all these spaces if I didn't know who I was? The whole point of the challenge is to challenge you to figure out, who are you? Who are you going to be? Not what are you going to do, but who are you going to be? And it's always with the backbone of who Jesus says you are, a lot like that video was speaking about. And integrity is so important because it's a necessity as followers of Jesus. If you're going to say you're a follower of Jesus, you've got to have integrity. When that happened, you guys, I said I was a follower of Jesus. When I did that, I said I was a follower of Jesus. You all would be confused by that, because you're like, that's not what a follower of Jesus would do. Took me that experience to be like, I'm done. I am turning it around, 180-degree turn. I'm running fast toward this life with Jesus and far from this life that has those repercussions of losing my mom's entire trust. That took a lot to build back up. Integrity is doing what you ought to do even when it costs you. What would me not having those friends over that night cost me? Fun. Maybe worried about what my friends would think about me. Lots of different things. But in the long run, what mattered more was my mom's trust. I know, so loud. What mattered more was my mom's trust, and that is what cost me. I lost it. I had to earn it back. So I have a verse here, Proverbs 10:9. Solomon, wisest man to ever live, says, talks about integrity because he's wise. He knows it's a good thing to have. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. I will just continue to tell you, you will always get found out. I don't know how it happens. I don't know. But you just will, okay? And wisest man ever lived said it, so you just will. So that's why integrity is so important, because it doesn't only keep you from doing the wrong thing, it keeps your conscience clear. You guys know when you do the wrong thing, it's all you can think about. It's like the hardest thing in the world to manage because you're just worried and anxious that you'll be found out. Think about this. Okay, think about this. No one ever says, I hope they don't find out I did the right thing. No one ever says that. But you always say, I hope they don't find out I did the wrong thing. I hope they don't find out I cheated on that test. I hope they don't find out that I stole my brother's whatever it is. You just know what it is for you because you've done it. We've all done it. We've all done it. And I was found out. I was. So things changed. I started putting Jesus first. Like really this time. Because it took me a little while. Maybe it's taking you a little while. I gave my life to Jesus and I was still a different person in all these places. It took me a while. It took me an experience like this to be like, no, I'm done. I'm walking full force the other way because I don't want to feel like that anymore. So here's what I started to do. And this is what it's meant to be. Okay, we're stacking. It's all supposed to be in one. And spoiler alert, Jesus is the one that's covering it all. Jesus should be wrapped around it. Jesus should be just completely immersed in every area. Because what happens then is we're the same everywhere we go. I remember really feeling this tension like, I'm not the same everywhere I go. I'm just not. I know I'm not. I speak differently when I'm with different friends than I do when I'm with these friends. Church friends, school friends. I knew I wasn't, and it weighed on me. It weighed on me so heavy. And when I had those experiences that really moves me to like wanting to be closer to Jesus, wanting to only go that way, and I made Jesus carry all of it, he asks us to. He asks us to put all of our burdens on him. When I asked him to do that, it got lighter and it got easier. I felt like I really was becoming. My friends weren't going to be surprised by something I said. My family wasn't going to be surprised by something I said because I was the same everywhere I was. And the backbone of that was God's word, was what he asks of us. And I learned quickly that if I didn't develop his attributes, his qualities, his integrity, I would be a person without it. I would be a person who didn't have integrity, which is the opposite of integrity, which would be what? If I do something, if I say something and I do the opposite. A hypocrite. Okay, Jesus talked about hypocrites. He called a very specific group of people hypocrites. Bonus points to anyone who knows what group of people I'm talking about. He called them hypocrites because they would say one thing and do another. They were very judgmental. They were the Pharisees. Okay, in Matthew 23, we'll put it up on the screen. Matthew 23, Jesus says, "What sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law, and you Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are so careful to clean the outside of the cup and the dish, but inside you are filthy, full of greed and self-indulgence." Okay, Jesus likes to just confuse the heck out of us with these fun analogies, but he's saying that these people will literally clean a dirty dish, but only on the outside. So, like, what's the dirtiest thing you can eat? For me, always pasta with red sauce. Hardest thing to clean. Hardest thing to clean. Okay, it's like you literally cleaning the outside of the bowl that didn't even get dirty in the first place and not cleaning the inside. That's what living like a hypocrite is like. Jesus goes on. He says, "You blind Pharisee, first wash the inside of the cup and the dish, and then the outside will become clean too." He's saying if you deal with what's inside of you, the outside will show. If I would have just dealt with what was in me, with what I was lying about, I could go on, you guys. I could go on. It was exhausting, this life I was trying to live. If only I could just clean the inside first, the outside would be clean. I know it's hard to look inward. It's scary at times because you see your real self. Have you ever sat in silence? It's scary sometimes to be alone in your mind. But you ought to get to know yourself well enough to where you're comfortable alone with your mind. You ought to get to know yourself well enough to be comfortable with where your heart's at. And if it's in a bad place right now, sit there with it. and invite Jesus in and say, I need help. This is ugly. That's what I did. I had to. Deal with what's on the inside and it will show on the outside. That's what I did. I dealt with what was going on in my heart. I dealt with the pull from all the areas I was living in. It all was in my heart. It all started in my heart. I dealt with it and it began to make changes on the outside. So here's what happened. Super cool story. This is how God works. Okay, are you ready for this? So I wasn't alone when I was disobeying my parents. I had a great friend who we were kind of like partners in crimes. She was super cool. We were really good friends. We would go hang out with all of our friends on the weekend who weren't great influences for us, and then we go to church on Wednesdays. That's what we would do, okay? We would do it together, and it was just a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I started to feel the weight of that. Started to feel how it was pulling me in different directions, how I was a different person there than I was there, and her and I were like, what are we going to do about this? And we had a great leader, a great student leader. That's why we're all here doing this with you, because she led us and she encouraged us to stop living different lives. And so I kind of pulled my friend along, and I ended up moving back down to Florida, where I had moved to Virginia from at the time, and she was my friend in Virginia. So I moved and I was like, you got this, stay on the straight and narrow, keep following Jesus, you got this. So we move and I get a letter in the mail from my friend. She wrote me a letter. She could have texted me, you guys. She wrote me a letter and she was like, Lily, this is so hard here without you, living these separate lives and trying to do the right thing. And I just want you to know the way you're living life now in Florida is inspiring me to stay at it here in Virginia. And she said, the way you're choosing to live and run after Jesus is inspiring me to keep doing it here. So thank you. Because of the changes I made ever since that night, I inspired someone else to do the same. And that's how God works. The changes that you make now, or the changes that you're going to just decide to not change and to stay on the path that God has you on, will make an impact. Your integrity isn't just for you. Another way to define integrity is, who are you when no one's looking? Would you cheat on a test or steal something or talk about a friend to someone else if you knew you would never get found out? If you knew you would never get found out, would you still do it? The integrity of your heart would be shown by your answer. I want to tell you one story about a guy from the Bible, and then we'll wrap it up. His name's Job. You guys know who Job is? Yeah. Okay, awesome. Job lived a life of back and forth because he struggled with God. He wanted to do the right thing, but often he doubted God. And he spoke of integrity. And backstory on Job, he had all the right to struggle. A lot of bad things happened to Job, and he had all the right to question God, and he decided to lean in even when it got hard. And in Job 27, he says, we have it here, my lips will speak no evil, and my tongue will speak no lies. I will never concede that you are right. He's talking to his enemies here. So he's saying, I will never say that you are right. I will defend my integrity until I die. I will maintain my innocence without wavering. My conscience is clear for as long as I live. Oh, how freeing it is to live with a clear conscience. I can't begin to tell you. I can't begin to tell you how freeing it was to make those changes in my life and know that I didn't have to defend myself. I didn't have to defend who I was or if I said anything bad or if I was talking about a group of friends, I didn't have to defend to my parent later that day if I talked badly about them. Because I just decided I was going to be the same everywhere I went and I was going to represent Jesus while I did it. Become someone you will be proud of. Will you do that? That's the question. Become someone you will be proud of. And if you're not proud of who you've become so far, I want you to know you have a restart button right here. If you're not proud of who you've become so far, maybe you're proud of who you've become, but you're not proud of those certain little moments. That's okay. I shared one with you tonight, and I'm still here today because I know what God's grace is. I know what God's grace means. I know that God's grace means that He's not mad at me. God can't be mad at you or disappointed in you. Did you know that? He can't. Physically, God cannot be mad at you. Do you know why? Because what Jesus did on the cross took care of all of God's anger. If you've ever read the Old Testament, you will see that God has become angry at people. And because of what Jesus did on the cross, it allowed God to not be angry. He physically cannot be angry. Religion says, Listen to this. Religion says, I messed up. My dad is going to kill me. I messed up. My dad is going to kill me. Have you ever thought that? My mom, my dad, my teacher, my coach. I messed up. My dad's going to kill me. That's what religion says. But what a relationship with Jesus says is, I messed up. I need to call my dad. That's what a relationship with Jesus is. So if you ever think God's mad at you for who you've become or the decisions you're making or the way you're speaking or the way you're deciding to be in all the different areas of your life, he's not mad at you. He still loves you. He can't love you any more than he does now, and he can't love you any more than he will in the future. I messed up. I need to call my dad. So I'm just going to do something. We haven't done it yet here at the challenge, but why don't you guys just, all studio audience, close your eyes and let's get alone in that beautiful brain of yours and invite Jesus in there with you right now here. And maybe where you're watching at home, get alone in that beautiful brain of yours. Close your eyes. Maybe if you want to feel Jesus' presence, open your hands. I do that all the time. I just invite Jesus in. I say, Jesus, come and be with me where I am right now because I need you. Choosing to have integrity will create so much less stress in your life, knowing you're the same person everywhere you go. Let me remind you, you take you with you. You carry you with you. So the things you don't deal with on the inside that Jesus talked about, it will show. Everywhere you go, you can't keep the mask on forever. So maybe you need to do some business with God right now. Maybe you need to think about, who am I becoming? Do you like the person you're becoming? Are there times when you know you don't like the person you're becoming? Are there times where you're ashamed of the decisions you're making? I'll challenge your integrity. I'll challenge the decisions you're making and ask you, are you a person of integrity? Are you a person where God would be proud for you to represent him? And if you are saying no right now, that is okay. He is there welcoming you with open arms because he loves you. And you know what is a privilege, guys? God invites us in to a relationship with him where we get to have integrity. That's a privilege. So I invite you guys to start developing it. Start developing your integrity. Start developing that person you're going to be that's the same in all the spaces you enter. May your friends know you are a consistent friend. You're the same every time they see you. There's no highs and lows. There's just an encourager. There's just a person who always is going to be there. There's just a person who always is going to be there for me to lean on. That's the kind of friend I wanted to be, and that's why I made the changes I made. So let me pray, and if you need to apologize for anything or ask God for help on anything, this is the time. This is the time, because we got alone in those beautiful brains, and he's here, and he is among us. His Spirit is here, and he's ready to help us. So let's pray. Jesus, thank you so much for this time. Thank you that we get to come to you as we are, as messy as we are, as ugly and dirty on the inside that we are. I just thank you that your grace washes us clean, that you can't be mad at us, you can't be disappointed at us, and we can always come to you and say, I need you. God, I pray that as we talk about this topic of integrity, that you will show us that that we're capable of having it. You will show us how freeing it is when we can be the same person everywhere we go and know that we don't have to hide anything. God, I pray that these young people will see how much greatness is inside of them and how much influence they hold in just a sentence. How people are listening to them, and kids that are younger than them look up to them, and may they realize the weight of their words. May they realize the weight of their actions. May they begin to walk in a straight path toward you and live a life that exemplifies you, not all these different worlds. God, I just thank you for your word and your example that you set for us, and I just pray that we will be created new in you every time we decide to choose you, Jesus, over this world. We love you in your name. Amen. Amen. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us online. We are going to be here on the 15th, so make sure you show up online. We'll throw up that slide one more time. Party on the 15th. Who's excited for that? So good, so good. So invite your friends. Michaela is back here with me. Michaela, thanks for hanging with us today.
Yeah, so much fun.
All right,
Good to be back.
we're done, and that was
done.
it. So you guys, thanks for hanging with us. We love you all. We will see you next week right here, same time, same place. Bye, guys.